Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam. In this session, in this opportunity, I want to show I want to present about HTML and CSS for newbie. Alright, so as we know, HTML and CSS is for front-end web developing. It is include the first one is starting for programming. The first one is concept programming language, design best practice, and development tools. Alright, so I will tell you. First one is what is the actual about web. I mean, like you might think, what is web? You usually use web like browsing from Google Chrome or watching YouTube, Netflix, anything that hosted by internet. That's what we call web. So if there's a web, there must be internet, because web cannot be accessed if there's not any internet connection. So web is a page that connected to each other and on server that include some information about the web itself or the thing that inside that web. And the benefit of web programming is we can think systematic and making a solution if they're about or making a solution for any problem or trouble that including technologies. Example. We got trouble for looking for information that we want, and we cannot look it anywhere else. Asking for people, we don't get what we want. So the solution is you can access the website or the internet to look for what you want to look about your problem or trouble or whatever it is. So, and for the question is, then why we learn for web programming? The reason is, one of the reasons is web programming is important to study because the technologies that we always use from past till now will always be improved in the future. So because of that, we need to improve ourselves too for about our skills, about our mindset, and about our internet too. Internet will always be improved till the future. That's why for most of people that want to or just new in studying coding or programming, suggested to learn web programming first, because usually that will be a more easy and simple to be studied, to be learned. Alright, so the first one we can see here, there is the concept, client, and server. Okay, so concept, client, and server. Client and server is one of the most important thing in web development. Mostly web developing
is divided.
It's divided into two pieces. into two learning into two things like front end and back end. Front end itself was thing that include where website is being shown or being presented. Seperti
Slide.
It's like just like
For example.
yeah. For example, when we open website from browser using handphone or laptop, and the website was shown to us or presented to us, that is front end takes his work. Therefore, there is something that named back end. Back end is all the program that connected to the database or server side. Example is when you open email, then that email will be saved in the server. Client and server is one of the most important things, because without them, backend or server, then website will never be presented or shown. And the other side, if there is no front end, then website that have been made cannot work or cannot be shown or presented to the client because there is no front end. So for the conclusion, the conclusion is, if there is front end is for showing the outside of the presented so front end is for displaying the menu or the UI/UX of the website, and the back end is for saving the data in the website into the server or the database server. Alright, let's continue. Alright, so this is how the internet works. So if you open Google Chrome and you want to search like Facebook, YouTube, or Google, you first need to type www. Do you know what is www? www is the World Wide Web. There is the long version of what is www, or we can call it internet for simply, because the Eurasian people simple things. So the work is, client will request data from the server using the browser, and then the server and the data that has been sent will be accepted by the server, and the server will respond back to the client. For the client side itself, will display the website page that was made from HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the other side, server side itself will be where the database API and server will begin. So the client will send a request to the server will send a response to the client, and then the server will run the HTTP response like the page of the website to the client. So the client can use it after that. Okay. Let's continue. The concept of programming language. Client-side language. Client-side language is the programming language that is used by the client. The simple version, because the client will use the programming language to open the website, but not the programming language that like hard programming language. They use the simple programming language like the display itself. The display including HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's for the client side. And for the server side, there is PHP, Java, Python, Perl, Node.js, Ruby, and each others, etc. So this is we call the front end, and this is we call the back end. Okay, so this is the meaning of programming language. Programming language is
Susunan.
Susunan. Oh yeah. Programming language is type of character or keyword that converted into machine language, so they can be processed by the computer. That's what programming language is. But for making the website, we need to use the web program that was mostly used to build the website. Alright, let's continue. Alright, so let's end it for here for a moment. If there's any present assignment again, I will continue to discuss the studying about programming language for front end and back end of website development. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.